Scott Oberg's going to be making his first appearance of the spring tomorrow. Could you give us an update on his progress and where he stands now going into that outing?
Feels good, Dwayne. Has checked off each box of progression that pitchers need to check off before they pitch in a game. Arm feels great. His stuff's going to be fine. He's still building up, working into his stuff, but it's going to be 92, 93 miles an hour, 94 with a good slider, good change, and he's going to give us an inning tomorrow. But mentally and physically, he's confident in where he is.
All right, we'll go to Thomas Harding. Thomas, go ahead.
Hey, buddy. First of all, got any Vegemite there? I heard a cell phone going off.
What's going on in there? Is somebody going to own up to that one in this Zoom call? Who was that? You, Thomas?
That was not me.
That was Patrick Saunders, wasn't it?
it possibly could have been.
Yeah.
But the Vegemite before, so someone needs to do it.
That's right.
One bit of housekeeping. Where is your alternate training site this year? Is it going to be in Denver again?
It's going to be in Denver, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that.
Hey, it'll be in the Denver area.
Oh, the Denver metro area. Okay.
Yes.
All right. When you look at what Rogers has done so far this spring, can you kind of maybe compare it to what you first got when he got there? And I'm talking more about the practice, the mental approach.
Right. Well, I think what we're seeing, before our eyes is maturity, and a guy who's been in, a couple big league camps now, a guy who's more comfortable rubbing shoulders with Blackman and Story, and a confidence that he belongs. And I think a perspective, that has come into focus a little clearer on what this means to be a major league player. Everything that goes into being an everyday competitive performer. There's an understanding of what it takes as far as practice, preparation, work ethic, all those things that all big leaguers have, successful big leaguers have, and I think he understands that. And there's a learning curve to that, and I think Brendan the last 3 years has he's to that point now, and a health component. He understands that the health component now is a big part of his future moving forward. That some of the nagging things he had as a younger player, because of the length of a professional season as opposed to a high school season, and just getting your feet on the ground as a professional. I think he's figured a lot of this out.
Defensively, where have you seen the improvement? I just remember his first couple of camps. Maybe you wanted the feet to move a little bit better and things like that.
I think the footwork's much better. The body's moving better. Just all the subtleties of playing, defense at this level, where if you don't play, if you're not fundamentally sound, you'll get exposed. So, recognizing, plays that have to be made, how they should be made as far as technique and fundamentals. There's more of a attention to detail, I think, with Brendan on the defensive side. Great work with Stu Cole, great conversations with Trevor Story and others about what it takes to be a defender at the big league level. And again, he's taken those conversations and he's taken that work to heart.
I believe you had him play third one game. Do you do much of moving him around, or do you kind of want to keep him more at second?
Well, we've had a lot of discussion internally about, what's best for our team, what's best for each player, how each player, how they're going to perform, based on their position. And, right now, without, setting this in stone, I think, second base, probably looks the best for Brendan, and if Max settles in at third.
Thank you very much.
All right, anyone else have any questions for Buddy before we go to Mark Stout? Kyle Frederiksen, Denver Post, go ahead.
Hey, buddy, just a quick one from me. It was another impressive outing for Austin Gomber yesterday. Just what did you like from him?
Again, the conviction in his pitches and the aggressive, upbeat tempo that he shows. He goes after the hitter. I think he sets the tone. He's confident in his stuff. It's a 4-pitch mix of an angled fastball with low 90s velocity, a good overhand curveball, which is legit, a slider cutter that I like, and the changeup showed up yesterday, as an above average pitch. So, I like the mix. I really liked the changeup yesterday. The fastball wasn't as commanded yesterday as it was in his previous start, but it was a solid outing of a guy that pitches with a lot of presence.
All right, we'll go to Mark Stout to finish it up. Mark, go ahead.
Hi, buddy. Morning. I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
First one is, can you assess Tyler Kinley's season last year? I looked at his game log. I know he had the one game where he gave up 5 runs without getting an out, and that affected his obviously his season numbers. But how did you assess his season last year with the Rocks?
Overall, I think good. I mean, there was a game against the Angels late where he gave up a late 3-run homer, that hurt the ERA, and that one game, 5 runs, no outs. So the ERA was a little inflated if you just look at that. But overall, I thought, he threw the ball well, and he threw the ball in times in innings of the game where we really needed performance, and he showed up. Really liked the fastball, really liked the slider. The punch-out numbers were solid. Innings pitched to strikeouts were great. The walk was a little high. The hit per inning pitch was in a good spot. So, again, if he can just be a little bit more consistent from outing to outing, and get the ball in the strike zone a little bit more consistently and lower the walk rate, he can have a really good season, because I think he's going to be durable. I think he'll be able to take the ball 55 to 70 times a year, and be a contributor in whatever role we have him in, whether it's the middle part of the game or the later part of the game. I think he's wired the right way. But again, he's a guy, along with the other fellows out there, that have to pitch well for us to have a good bullpen collectively.
And then there's this question: what is the largest snowstorm that you have experienced, if any?
I'm going to say, I can't remember the year or the month, but it had to be in the Sierra Nevadas within the last 10 years, up in Mammoth Mountain. And I would say maybe a couple feet of snow over a 36-hour period.
All right, we'll take it. We'll see what happens here in Denver this weekend while we're watching baseball. So.
Well, yeah, Mark, you're gonna have to break out the Burton snowboard and get after it. Get up to one of those mountains and get your snowboard on.
I'm not sure that that's in my game plan, but I appreciate you thinking that I'm that athletic that I could do that.
Well, hey, listen, then just cozy up in your pad and listen to your favorite music, Mark.
I'll throw the Beatles on for you, like you said yesterday.
Well, hey, I want you to throw what you want to throw on. Stones, Beatles, or Led Zeppelin? Who do you got, Mark?
I'm going Beatles like you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking.
There wasn't the Stones or Zeppelin.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, you guys. All right.
Thank you.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.